Hey guys, Nate and my dad Ron here from FunctionBuilt-Aquatics, and we just did some major work on our 40-gallon today, and right now I'm working on my sister's ball because of Pop, my dog, bit it. So besides that, let's just start talking on the tank, about the tank.
Absolutely. All right, so today we had some well-needed maintenance that needed to be done to our 40-gallon Riparium. The tank was overgrown with floating plants, and they needed to be trimmed out. We had some Riccia that has basically tripled in size, and Amazonian frogbit minima, and some water lettuce that was also blocking the light to the Anubias and the crypts. So we had to trim it all out. It worked out pretty well right there, and that's no joke. That's probably quarter filled with roots and different plants that we trimmed out. So sorry for the big mess, but I just finished this water change and just filled up the tank. So as you could tell from videos that we've made in the past, this tank has always been pretty dark. Now I'm going to start lightening up a little bit and only keeping a minimum amount of Indian almond leaves. But we had just received a shipment of pods and leaves.
From
from Tan Aquatics.
We'll put a link in the description below where that video is.
Yeah, which we already have, I believe, but if not, we'll add it to this video. And you can see some of the cool pods and guava leaves and so on. And as soon as we put these pods in the tank, my Pandagara, my sumo loach, the loaches were investigating. They were looking for a place to hide. Now, as I said before, this is our rip, and this tank is basically dominated by the terrestrial plants on the above the tank. But inside the tank, I keep basically low light species like Anubias and some crypts. In the far left-hand corner right there, you can catch a little glimpse of my Batis. Yep, and my Angelus, my school of glow-light rasboras. There are scarlet. There are sparkling gouramis in this tank. A trio of honey gouramis which have reproduced. Sparkling gouramis have reproduced. A pair of Batius, a pair of really nice licorice gouramis which spend all day hiding and rarely come out. This system is a 40-gallon breeder. It's filtered by a Fluval 306, and the rest of it is handled by the actual terrestrial plants that are in the basket in the back. I'll take a little video of that and show you that. But like I said, I'm trying to basically make this tank a little lighter so it's a little easier to see the inhabitants in it. I have no problem with keeping a little bit of tannin, but it's been running pretty dark the past few months, and everybody who comes in wants to check the tank out says, wow, what a cool tank, but unfortunately you can't really see the fish. Now, I think the fish were probably happiest in it, so we'll see how to react to lessening the tannin, but we'll see. Right there in the center are two of my sparkling gouramis. There's 6 of them in this tank. In the far right-hand corner, all the way up top, you can catch a quick glimpse of my splashing tetra. He's one of my few South American fish. I found him at one of my favorite fish tanks, fish places in Hillside, New Jersey, called Shark Aquarium.
Is there like a website to Shark Aquarium?
Yeah, absolutely. We could set a link to that too. They're a great shop.
Awesome.
Great shop for South American fish. The owner is a pretty cool dude. He knows a ton. Probably has forgotten more than most of us know. He actually takes a few expeditions to South America and collects some of his own species legally, and occasionally you're able to find a really cool gem. Unfortunately, I bought the only one. As a matter of fact, was only able to pick up the only splashing tetra that he had. There were no other of the same species, and I know there are some available, but not of this particular species. I'm still looking for it. But Nate has a few things he wants to say.
So, the owner of Shark Aquarium goes to South America every year. So, if any of you guys who live in New Jersey, you guys should go down there, go down and visit their Shark Aquarium. And actually, that splashing tetra was actually free, completely free. Cool, right?
Yeah, he was pretty cool about it. He didn't have any other ones, and said to me, "Hey, if you're interested in taking care of it," he's heard me talk about some of my setups. He said, "He's yours. Just give him a good home," and that's what we've done. He's actually double this size. When I first bought him, he was only a ½ inch long. He's close to 2 inches, maybe a little bit shy of 2 inches. So he's really grown really well. I just wish I could find another one of them. With the floating plants and the pothos that are hanging over the water, it's a perfect environment to get them to reproduce. I know that they love those hanging plants, so they can shoot up and lay their eggs on the leaves and splash the water on them, and handle the fry that way. It's a really cool process. If you don't get a chance to see it, look it up on the internet. I'm sure you'll dig it. Nate's showing you some of the plants that we have in this tank that are hanging over the water column. So let's get up and see.
So pretend this elephant ear was, the splashing tetra was about to breed. It would jump on to the elephant ear, lay its eggs, and then drop. And then suddenly it would just splash water onto the leaf. So the eggs stay wet and don't die. And then when they hatch, they just slide down into the water with the splash.
Well, there you go. My little man's got it perfect. And here's a kid that's 9 years old, and has pretty much heard all 9 years of his life me talking about fish, and he's really learned a lot and retains a lot. I just hope that one day he has an opportunity to do a little bit more with it than I have. But this is him and I enjoying this hobby together, and we do appreciate it. This is the basket that we use. Get a little shot of it right there. So what I do is I cover the basket in expandable foam to give it that rock face formation. Expandable foam is awesome. I can stick plants in it. I have pothos that basically run their roots right through it.
You can get it at Ace Hardware or Home Depot.
I cut the bottom of the basket out and put some light diffuser in there, so basically allowing the roots to penetrate. And I use some sort of windscreen that you would have in a screen door to cover that. And what I did was I put clay balls as a substrate inside the basket. So the plants now are basically planted in the clay balls, and their roots literally run right through the basket into the water column. And what they do is they pretty much extract the nutrients that way, which in turn helps us filter this system, along with the Kick Butt Fluval 306, which is an incredible canister filter. There's a few plants in this tank that we have picked up and have collected on some of our hikes. Right there in that little pot right there is some sort of flowering clover that we should start getting some flowers out within the next couple weeks or so. A lot of floating plants. So it's a basic system. Nothing crazy. We just used a little bit of our a little bit of our minds to try and do some different stuff. There's one of our little Pandagaras enjoying the new pods, checking out the new leaves.
So right now it's like 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So the lights are going to be turning off soon. So about tomorrow, like in the afternoon, we're going to set up ads on our channel. So
yeah, hopefully we'll try to see if we can develop our YouTube page a little further. I'm not looking to make anything crazy out of it. I mean, I'm still enjoying making these videos with my son, but once again, this is the 40-gallon breeder. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please do so. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up if you can. And once again, keep checking in. Nate and I put a few videos up a week. Tomorrow we'll be working on our 20-gallon paludarium. I plan on thinning that out a little bit and opening up the front so the fish have access side to side. You'll see that process tomorrow when we get a chance. But hey, good night. Hope you enjoy our 40-gallon rip. And anything to say, Nate?
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment in the description below, and also in the description we will have access to Shark Aquarium. You guys search that up and make sure you have a good night, and we'll see you guys later. So goodbye.
All right, guys. See you.